Alpha Chat.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Alpha Chat, the feature where we talk about a game series in alphabetical order. I'm your host, Samus Killidan, and today I'm joined by Steve.
Hello.
Okay, he wants to talk like an absolute idiot today.
Nothing to normal.
Yes, Steve is back. Again, Divine Rogue Ben is not here today.
I'm so sorry.
But that's because today we'll be focusing on the letter K, which happens to be the Killzone series, with what got us into the series, what our favourite title is, and what we think is next for the series. So I'll start off with what got me into the series of Killzone, and that was Killzone 2. So for a good couple of years, you had a PS3,
Yep.
and I had a Wii.
Unfortunately.
I really
We
enjoyed.
won't get into this.
I really enjoyed the Wii. I still enjoyed the Wii after I got the PS3, but I thought I wanted to get an HD system, and I wanted to get a Blu-ray player at the same time. So I thought either Xbox or PS3. You had a PS3 as well, so I thought I'd go online with you playing the, Call of Duties and Battlefields and all that.
Well, if you wouldn't have played me, Dan, that's fine. What's
So-
that green for?
So one of the massive graphical powerhouses at the time was Killzone 2. After the massive showcase of the PS3 when it was first announced, Killzone 2.
It was pretty sexy.
Yeah. So I thought I wanted to get PS3, and one of the bundles I saw was with Killzone 2, and also GTA 4. And I thought, the two of the best games of like this year that come out. I've got to get it. I got the PS3 mainly for Killzone 2. GTA 4 looked pretty good, but I thought it was with it anyway, so I got it. Yeah, I also remember surprising you. So I remember texting you saying, actually no, I added you on PSN because I knew what your profile was, and you were like, you knew what my profile was on many websites and stuff was Samus Killer.
Yeah.
And when I added you as Samus Killer on PS3, you texted me like, have you got a PS3? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember. I felt like it was a stupid question, but I felt like it still had to be asked.
Yeah, but because I never gave it any inkling. You were going on about it for ages. Get a PS3, and
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Killzone 2 at the time. But I say I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it and I completed it. I remember the final boss being a pain in the fucking ass. It was a massive difficulty spike at the time. The rest of the game was fairly easy. The final, I hate when games do that. The whole game's fairly easy, and it just boom, final boss. Oh, I know, we'll throw a ton of fucking enemies at you with like no cover, and the final boss, and it was just like, I don't want to spoil it too much, but
No, it was quite
and I remember it was one of the early PS3 games that had R2 as shoot, which I hate.
Yeah, on an Xbox controller, that's absolutely fine.
R2,
but,
yep.
Yeah, RT, whatever it is. But
Stands for R trigger, right trigger.
Yeah, see, I've got an Xbox. I love my Xbox, but I will still always call it R2 because it's.
Yeah.
I've grown up with a PlayStation and
Yeah.
R2.
I totally understand that. Yeah.
I play my Xbox more than my PlayStation now.
I know.
It's just
You swapped over. So that's pretty much my story of getting the Killzone. I enjoyed it. It was a bit drab at times, a bit samey, but I enjoyed it. I finished it and I was like, I don't think I ever went back to it after I beat it, by the way, which was like about a month after I got the PS3. I don't think I've ever touched the game since.
I don't think you needed to. Once you've
Never played the multiplayer. I played it a little bit, didn't enjoy that much. And we're supposed to be the Call of Duty killer, as in multiplayer. Which Killzone 1 was supposed to be the Halo killer at the time. But anyway, Steve, move on to you. What was the first game into the Killzone series for you?
Killzone 1.
Killzone 1?
Yeah, I like to start a series from the start.
The start of the series from the start is a good place to start.
I know, but apparently you don't.
I didn't have a PS2.
Oh, you should have. Cheap and cheerful.
Well, they are now.
Yeah, well, true. Killzone 1, it's just, for its time, it was just fantastic. It was great graphics, great gameplay, great shoot 'em up, great.
I've seen Killzone 1 since, and I think it does hold as a PS2 game.
For a PS2 game, it is one of the better ones by far. And
It was a late PS2 game in all fairness.
Yeah, and I think if you get a chance to pick it up, I think it's in a triple pack.
It is the HD trilogy.
Yeah. If you get a chance to pick it up and play it through, you'll really enjoy it.
I've heard from a lot of people that Killzone fans, which to be fair, there's not many like hardcore Killzone fans.
Yeah.
The Killzone 1 is the best campaign in terms of story.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Because I didn't care for the story much in Killzone 2.
And the story and the graphics actually support it quite well with the PS2. Even with the HD remake and everything like that, it still looks pretty sharp. And the environment are
animation's good,
fantastic. Yeah, and you spend quite a bit of time obviously in cities and so forth, and it's just great fun from start to finish. Can't recommend it more. Can't recommend it any more than that. Oh, don't. And yeah, Killzone 1 really got me into the series, and you can't say much more than that. It was one of my highlights of my PS2 games.
Really? One of your favourites?
Well, that and Crash Bandicoot, obviously. You can't really...
PS2?
PS2. Crash Bandicoot was on PS2, wasn't it?
It was, but...
Or Time Splitters. I really enjoyed Time Splitters.
Time Splitters is amazing, but we'll talk about that for another day.
Oh, okay. Ruin it all, don't you?
Me, you and Ben. T. The spoilers now. It's T. Number T. Number T? Letter T. Number T.
Have another drink, why don't you?
I'll have another T, which is a T, isn't it?
Yes.
What is it, Ben? Ben?
Ben? Oh, I feel rejected. I'm going, that's it.
You just hear the Simpsons sound effect of the cars line up.
That's it. I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about Killzone 1. When you played Killzone 2, did you prefer it to the first one?
No.
You didn't. You preferred the first one?
I preferred the first one. First one is just... It blew me away.
Alright, okay, so... With that said, what's your favourite game? We'll move on to what our favourite game in the series is. What's your favourite? I know you're going to be tied between 1 and 3, aren't you?
Yeah. I really... Because I played 3 with you.
Yeah.
The thing that let me down was...
We played it in co-op, didn't we? It was split screen, wasn't it? Split screen.
Split screen co-op,
Which not many games do nowadays.
It's a shame. Because they want to make you buy 2 games, they're bastards.
Yeah. And that and the fact that not many people are social anymore, apparently.
Yeah, we just want to do it for our mic. We don't want to sit in the same room.
See, you're the other side of the country right now. I don't know if it's spoilers, but he's not even near me at all.
No, exactly. Yeah. I'm in Ethiopia with Ben. I'm sorry.
That's a callback to Infamous, Alpha Chat, in case you didn't know.
Watch Infamous. The link will be coming up on the page now. Anyway.
Your favourite one was Killzone 3?
Oh, I'd love the action of Killzone 3 and the graphics and everything like that. But I hated the shortness of it.
It was short. I think it was the shortest.
It put me off. It really did. And
me and you beat it in 2 sittings. You come around mine once. We played for about what?
4 hours max.
We got like, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through it, and we played it for another like 2 or 3 hours. Beat it.
It was a real shame because it had such.
Because Killzone 2 finished on a massive cliffhanger. I won't say what it was, and Killzone 3 picks up right after it.
Yeah, and that was really cool for my game to have that sort of point of view, to have that sort of
Basically, you're on the home planet of Killzone. Was it Helghast?
Yes, it was. Yes.
You're on the home planet of the Helghast.
Yeah.
And that's how Killzone 2 finishes, and it finishes with a massive...
Killzone 3 kind of takes off, and
you
still got your characters, you still got your environments, you still got the tenseness, and it kind of throws you right in the deep end, which is great.
Yeah. Did you play much of the actual online deathmatch?
I did a little bit.
Personally, I didn't play any of it.
I played about an hour and a half, and it was a bit tedious. And I'm not a massive Call of Duty fan. I'd rather play a bit of Battlefield personally.
It felt more Call of Duty than Battlefield.
It felt like it was in the middle, but it was trying to be Call of Duty. It wasn't just there yet.
In what way was it trying to be Call of Duty though?
Quick action, quick pace, knifing, close quarters kind of thing. Where really it should have been more along the lines of Battlefield.
Didn't have I didn't play the multiplayer. I might do for the footage for this alpha chat, but didn't the multiplayer have the jetpacks? Yep.
I can't remember now.
Because on a single player, I really enjoyed the jetpacks in a single player.
Pass, but hopefully we'll have the answer on the screen. But Killzone 3 was for me great. It probably just edges number 1. Just. But also, another thing I enjoyed, I don't know if you remember the level. The level when you're in the mechs.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, it was so good.
Well, it was hard though, wasn't it?
Oh, fuck yeah.
It was really hard.
Oh, I was getting my shit fucked up
I
halfway
also
through
liked
that
the
game.
mission, a lot of variation that game. A lot. It was very stereotypical. It went... I want to say now, my favourite game in this series is also Killzone 3.
That surprised me, but yeah.
It surprised you?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Killzone 2, although I know you said you weren't as fulfilled.
I really enjoyed it, but it was very samey. Like, I couldn't remember any set pieces in Killzone 2 at all. But yeah, that's the difference. See, Killzone 2 was longer, but it had no variation in what you were doing. Killzone 3 was shorter, it had so much more variation. You had mechs you went in, you had the sniper missions, you had the stealth missions with your silent pistol, you had...
yeah, I found that quite annoying, that ones, that episode.
Yeah, I remember that bit. Yeah. I mean, but they had a lot of different types. It was very stereotypical of a first-person shooter. You know, the sniper mission, the vehicle mission, the stealth mission, and the regular sort of just shooting all guns blazing. It was, and the jetpack on the snowy level with the jetpacks going jumping. That was really cool.
It was fun.
And the Killzone 2 didn't have that, and Killzone 3 it was just so much more varied. By the way, I've played Killzone 2 and 3. That's it. I've not played the PSP game. I haven't played Liberation. I played the first one for about an hour. I played it around a friend's house after I played Killzone 2. Before I played Killzone 3, I thought it looked really good. It was on PS2 as well. It wasn't on the PS3.
Question.
Just quickly, Killzone 3, the last mission was fucking brilliant. No gravitation. No gravity.
Remember it a little bit.
The final mission, you're going through a level and there's like really low gravity. It's not no gravity. It's like really low.
It's a bit like Dead Space in that side of front.
And you're jumping. You're like the no gravity, and you're jumping around, and it just completely changes the gameplay because you're jumping.
It slows it down and it brings it down to earth a little bit. Well, I say down to earth.
Literally the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know.
I thought it was very Sorry, what were you going to say?
Question.
Yes.
Does it give you when you think about Killzone 3?
Yep.
Does it give you a sort of... I know we've played it, because I've played it with you.
We played all over.
Does it give you a Haze kind of feel to you? Remember Haze?
Yeah, I do, but I don't know.
Does it kind of give you the same sort of feel?
No.
Whenever we talk about Killzone 3, I always think it feels very similar to Haze, but Haze is a very unpolished turd of a Killzone 3.
Yes.
Because it was the way you did GoldenEye, wasn't it? Or
it was made by Free Radical, was the
Yeah.
same people who do Taskspitters, who were... David Doak was the director who did GoldenEye, yes.
So... If you wanted an unpolished but slightly longer version of Killzone 3,
I know what you mean, yeah.
I think Haze wasn't awful.
Haze was a really good game, but it felt like you say, it was unpolished.
Yeah, it felt like they needed another few months, maybe 6 months, maybe a bit
I'd say
longer.
More, yeah.
Yeah, to finish off. But
it had a really cool story that went nowhere.
It always gave me that sort of Killzone kind of feel without the Killzone.
It felt like a game
graphics.
that could have been better than what it was.
Yeah. And I always thought it was going to be amazing. Then I saw the reviews. I thought, no, I'm still going to buy it.
Because it was like 6/7s, wasn't it?
Yeah, at best. And I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to get it. And I went down to my local game, picked it up.
Shout out to the local game.
Yep, hey. Enjoyed it. But only in 2-player. Single player, I thought it was a horse of shit. It was horse shit. It was a horse of shit.
It was a horse of shit.
2-player wasn't awful, but it gives me that Killzone kind of feel. It was kind of like
because Killzone 2 wasn't 2-player co-op, was it? Killzone 3 was, and I enjoyed it. I thought Killzone 3 because of the co-op was so much better.
Yeah, Killzone 3 was absolutely fantastic, and Haze had that sort of mix where the co-op was great, but Killzone kind of like topped it and more. Haze has that opportunity, but it just fucked it at the last hurdle. Yeah. It really did. Your opinion?
I totally agree.
They're very similar.
I enjoyed Haze, but I feel like it was a massively missed opportunity.
Yeah.
But I think really we should probably move on to what we think is next for the series of Killzone.
Shadowfall.
There's Killzone Shadowfall for the PS4, which we've talked about quite in-depthly on the PS4 announcement video, which there's probably a link on there right now. But we haven't talked about Killzone Mercenary, which is on the PS Vita.
Yes.
Did you not know about it?
I had no fucking clue.
Really?
And I work in game retail.
Right. My job is nothing to do with games at all, and I knew about it. Basically, to sum it up, it looks like Killzone 2 or 3.
No one buys PSP games.
Vita
games.
No, I don't actually. That's a good point.
Only hippies.
But in all fairness, it looks like it's going to be a really good first-person shooter for the PS Vita. Because it's the
PS Vita needs one.
Because the Resistance PS Vita game was shit because it was sourced out to another developer.
Liberation?
Resistance.
Oh, sorry, Killzone Liberation. No. Resistance
on the PS Vita was Burning Skies, it was called.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that was cool shit.
And then there was Call of Duty by the same developer as
Declassified.
Yep, Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, another first-person shooter that was shit
great.
because it was sourced out to another developer.
I enjoyed Unit 13 though.
That was.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed
the developer's now gone. That's a third-person shooter, by the way.
Are they gone?
They're gone. Yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
I forget what they're called. It's on the screen right now, probably what developer it was. But Killzone Mercenary looks like a really good, solid first-person shooter on the Vita. But
The Vita needs one.
but the problem is it looks like another Killzone game.
Really?
It just looks like Killzone 2, looks like Killzone 3. Very bleak sort of setting. Not much different. Kind of looks like what Uncharted Golden Abyss was on the Vita to Uncharted 1. It's the same game. It's a different story, whatever. But it looks like the same game.
But I think the
It
Vita
looks really
needs
cool.
it.
Yeah, it does, but
It needs
something. It needs something more. It needs something that because
fresh.
someone looks and goes, "Oh, it looks like Killzone from the PS3." That game came out like 4 years ago. It's a new game, yeah, but it looks like the same sort of game. Killzone Shadowfall on the PS4
Looks amazing.
is what the PS Vita needs. It's different. It looks stunning. It
looks bright.
It looks bright. Not only does it look like a really good looking first-person shooter. Alright, it does look like it does all the same sort of tropes as a first-person shooter. It doesn't do anything different. But it looks different in the sense of its aesthetics, its environment.
Using the same trailer as me, it looks like it's got a bit of storyline to it as well. When they're like holding on to, I think he's holding on to the ship or whatever you want to call it.
Although it's a
flying off
helicopter,
and
but in all
yeah.
fairness, that bit was my least favourite bit because it was all quick time bits.
I don't mind quick time as
I
long as it's not the same as Resident Evil,
Yeah,
where it's
I know
only
you
7
mean.
seconds.
Yeah. But Killzone, when I looked at the environment, it looked fucking brilliant. I wanted to explore it. It looks like it's going to be a linear game. I just want a first-person shooter that's kind of like Far Cry or Crysis, where you can go where you want.
But what I would like, I'm on the same sort of lines as you. I would love a first-person shooter along the sort of lines of Black Hawk Down, where it's kind of like realistic, but it's open world, where you can go down that road or that alley or that corridor.
They made a game called Black Hawk Down, remember?
Yeah, but it wasn't open world.
No, it wasn't. No.
It wasn't, and I totally agree with you. I think Killzone or Call of Duty or Battlefield, they're missing a trick where have an open world first-person
Battlefield
shooter.
definitely, because Battlefield was all about a battlefield. You can go wherever you want.
Yeah, it was very vast, but we want more. If GTA can
the
do
multiplayer,
massive
yes.
worlds
See,
and stuff
I
like
know
that.
what you mean. Like, Call of Battlefield's multiplayer was more open, but the single player was very Call of Duty linear.
Very linear, yeah, to say the least. It was a Call of Duty copy. I personally feel it was better.
And it was, but
well, at times.
I don't
at times.
honestly. I think Battlefield single player, Battlefield 3 was worse than most of the Call of Duty single player. In my opinion,
Battlefield 3, the only thing that kept me going back to it was the graphics, but Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, it was the storyline, the explosions, the vast amount of things that can happen, and which did happen, what made you bring it back to you. But yeah, I know we're straying and stuff, but it's. I think for both of us, we would love a first-person shooter,
so
open world, Activision. Anyone who's listening.
in other words, you look at Killzone Shadowfall. You think it looks good.
Yep, but I bet you can't explore it.
Not only that, it looks good, but are you like, oh, I've got to get this game?
At the moment, I will be getting a PS4 when it comes out.
But are you
be the game I get.
clamoring for Killzone Shadowfall?
No, it kills
Exactly.
me
It
inside.
kills you to play
It kills
Killzone.
me inside to know the two games I am absolutely dying for at the moment that I thought I'd never be dying for.
What's that?
You're going to kill me for this. FIFA 14. Sorry. And GTA 5. I'm dying for both of them.
You know
They're the
GTA
only-
5's out the end of the year.
Yeah, no, they're the only two games I'm looking forward to.
Oh, GTA 5, sorry.
Yeah,
Yep.
GTA 5.
You know, GT 6 is out.
GTA 5.
GT 6 out this year.
Yeah, but it hasn't got a confirmed date. That's kind of everything we're
Are
going
you
to
going
cover.
to get Mercenary?
No.
Are you going to get Shadowfall?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm probably going to get both, because I do like the Killzone series, but overall, I'm not a massive fan of it, but I like them enough
What
to...
you won't get a PlayStation 4?
When it comes out, no. But I will get a PS4 when I think I need to get one. Well, we'll finish it off there. More about PlayStation 4 talk. Anyway, join us next episode for the letter L, which will be... I'm not going to say. Anyway, the next episode, Ben will be back, and so will Steve.
Oh yes, I know what it is now, yeah. Sorry, it took me a while.
Steve's like,
what
shit.
the fuck are you on about? I thought it was LA Noire. I think it's only one of those, though.
Alright.
It might break you up to see it, though.
We're going to finish it there. Goodbye, everyone.